Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gemstone Meditation, brought to you by the Gemstone Wellness Collective. My name is Lexi, and I'm so grateful that you're here with me today. I thought we could just go over a few of the basics of how to set up your seat for meditation. Oftentimes, my meditations are audio only, so you won't physically see me. So it can be hard to know if you're sitting right or if you're doing it correctly, and the answer is yes, you're always doing it right. I'm just going to give you a couple different options here of how you can make your meditation seating position your own. So take what I give you today, play around with it, and make it your own. Let's not waste any time. Let's get started. So as you can see, I am seated on the floor. I am on a yoga mat, but that's just out of habit. You truly don't need a yoga mat. Any flat surface will do. And I am in a crisscross position. Now, crisscross position works great for me for the shorter 5 to 10 minute meditations. Anything longer, I start to get a lot of tension in my hips, and I like to add a little bit of lift. So I'm going to introduce some props to you guys now. My favorite prop for meditation is a yoga block. These are super rigid, they're firm, they allow a lot of lift. So what I do is just slide this right underneath my seat, and it allows me to sit up a little bit taller, allows my hips to fall downcast, which is releasing that tension that I tend to hold in my hips. Essentially, we just want to find a position where you are finding the balance between effort and ease. We want you to be focusing on the meditation and the message and intention behind it versus being in any type of discomfort or pain. Makes sense, right? So if the block is too high or too rigid for you, I've got a couple other options. You can go ahead and try a folded up blanket or towel for just a little bit of padding and a little bit of support. You can roll it at various different heights. So again, just slide that right underneath your seat, and it just allows for a little bit of lift and a little bit of padding, which might make your experience more comfortable. If you want even more lift, I suggest checking out a yoga bolster. These are similar to the yoga block in that they give you a lot of lift, but they're not quite as rigid. So this might be a more comfortable option if the yoga block just doesn't seem like it's going to be comfortable for you to sit on. So that's kind of how we sit for most of our regular meditations, I should say, the 5 to 10 minute. Now there's a couple different options as well. You can sit against a wall with your back flat, nice and elongated, and extend your legs out in front of you. This might feel so much better for some of you if you have really tight hips, and sitting in a crisscross position for 5 to 10 minutes is just not going to happen, and that's totally fine. So in this position, we just want to make sure our spine is nice and tall, neck is elongated. We breathe in, relax our shoulders down, and our hands can fall wherever they naturally fall. That might be in your lap, that might be on your thighs, could be down to your sides. Wherever is most natural for you is perfect. So, a couple other options. If you are at work or on a plane or on any type of surface like a chair, we just want to make sure that your feet are firmly planted on the ground and your back is sitting nice and tall up against the back of the chair. We want to just feel really grounded and rooted during our meditations. But you can truly meditate anywhere. We'll adapt it to you and your circumstance. Aside from that, for the longer meditations, say maybe the 10 to 30 minute sleep or relaxation meditations, I tend to prefer to take those lying down in bed. I like to be prepared for bed so that I can really melt into the meditation and let it take me into this blissful and relaxed state that is intended with the message of the meditation. But if that doesn't work for you, I suggest sitting with your back flat against the wall like I just showed you. You can do it at the foot of your bed as well. And there you go. If you've taken my meditation classes before, you'll notice that after I ask you to find a comfortable seat, I do ask you to close your eyes. If that is not something you're comfortable with yet, we'll work up to it. Or maybe we won't. Whatever works best for you. I do suggest that you just take your eyes downcast and stare a couple feet out in front of you just so that you're not distracted by any movements or pets or kids or everyday distractions of life. So, those are the basics. I really hope this video helps set you up for success. Please leave any questions you may have for me in the comments. I would be happy to answer and happy to help you set up your seat. Until next time, be well, shine bright. Namaste.